Ezra chapter 7. After all this, Ezra. It was during the reign of Artaxerxes, king of Persia. Ezra was the son of Sariah, son of Azariah, son of Hilkiah, son of Shallum, son of Zadok, son of Ahitub, son of Amariah, son of Azariah, son of Merioth, son of Zerahiah, son of Uzi, son of Buki, son of Abishu, son of Phinehas, son of Eleazar, son of Aaron the high priest. That's Ezra. He arrived from Babylon, a scholar well practiced in the revelation of Moses that the God of Israel had given. Because God's hand was on Ezra, the king gave him everything he asked for. Some of the Israelites, priests, Levites, singers, temple security guards, and temple slaves went with him to Jerusalem. It was in the 7th year of Artaxerxes the king. They arrived at Jerusalem in the 5th month of the 7th year of the king's reign. Ezra had scheduled their departure from Babylon on the 1st day of the 1st month. They arrived in Jerusalem on the 1st day of the 5th month, under the generous guidance of his God. Ezra had committed himself to studying the revelation of God, to living it, and to teaching Israel to live its truths and ways. What follows is the letter that King Artaxerxes gave Ezra, priest and scholar, expert in matters involving the truths and ways of God concerning Israel. Artaxerxes, king of kings, to Ezra the priest, a scholar of the teaching of the God of heaven. Peace. I hereby decree that any of the people of Israel living in my kingdom who want to go to Jerusalem, including their priests and Levites, may go with you. You are being sent by the king and his 7 advisors to carry out an investigation of Judah and Jerusalem in relation to the teachings of your God that you are carrying with you. You are also authorized to take the silver and gold that the king and his advisors are giving for the God of Israel, whose residence is in Jerusalem, along with all the silver and gold that has been collected from the generosity donated offerings all over Babylon, including that from the people and the priests, for the temple of their God in Jerusalem. Use this money carefully to buy bulls, rams, lambs, and the ingredients for grain offerings and drink offerings, and then offer them on the altar of the temple of your God in Jerusalem. You are free to use whatever is left over from the silver and gold for what you and your brothers decide is in keeping with the will of your God. Deliver to the God of Jerusalem the vessels given to you for the services of worship in the temple of your God. Whatever else you need for the temple of your God, you may pay for out of the royal bank. I, Artaxerxes the king, have formally authorized and ordered all the treasurers of the land across the Euphrates to give Ezra the priest, scholar of the teaching of the God of heaven, the full amount of whatever he asks, for up to 100 talents of silver, 650 bushels of wheat, and 607 gallons each of wine and olive oil. There is no limit on the salt. Everything the God of heaven requires for the temple of God must be given without hesitation. Why would the king and his sons risk stirring up his wrath? Also, let it be clear that no one is permitted to impose tribute, tax, or duty on any priest, Levite, singer, temple security guard, temple servant, or any other worker connected with the temple of God. I authorize you, Ezra, exercising the wisdom of God that you have in your hands to appoint magistrates and judges so they can administer justice among all the people of the land across the Euphrates who live by the teaching of your God. Anyone who does not know the teaching, you teach them. Anyone who does not obey the teachings of your God and the king must be tried and sentenced at once. Death, banishment, a fine, prison, whatever. Blessed be God, the God of our fathers, who put it in the mind of the king to beautify the temple of God in Jerusalem. Not only that, he caused the king and all his advisors and influential officials actually to like me and back me. My God was on my side and I was ready to go, and I organized all the leaders of Israel to go with me.